Hello beautiful people, it's your girl Mimi Fit again, and today we're going to talk about how to go through take times, dark days, pandemic. I haven't spoken or talked about COVID-19 and the struggles, and I know this is like a shock. From the beginning it was a shock to me, and I know a lot of people who went through it, and I'm still going through it because it's not yet over. We are perceiving it as though it's over, but it's still not over because the numbers are increasing, especially in Spain. And I just want to share with you how I survived it. It was absolutely difficult for me. So this is what I did. When the whole crazy thing started, right? I'm making like a transition this year, okay? Relocating, changing my career, doing so many personal growth and changes, and it's crazy. In this like crazy period of time, offices are closed, like you cannot deal with anyone on any level, everyone is not working. So I was taking my presential studies online, and this was difficult, and I was alone, and it was pretty difficult. Now at the same time I had to pack out, so I had to take a course, of which I would do a special video to share my experience on it. I transited from being a therapist into a full stack web developer, and I had no basic idea, no basic knowledge, no basic experience. I just jumped into the ship. So it was crazy, really difficult, frustrating. It was a moment that I felt so dumb, so stupid. But this is just how it works, because you have no experience, and so it seems difficult. But with time and practice, it becomes very easy. So I was going through that tough period, and then I need to pack out of my home, and no one is working. I have to pack like 3-bedroom house by myself. So it was like difficult. I was not worried at all and affected by the fact that I have to stay home or locked up in the house, because that is my reality. I am an indoor person, so I love staying home a lot. This is just who I am, so it didn't affect me in that sense. But the fact that no other person was working, the fact that I couldn't go out or have contact with people were not even working from home. Like I had to deal with some bureaucracy document that I was doing, and they were all not working from home. Like, yeah, so everything came to a standstill, and that was difficult for me, and I know it was difficult for other people. And apart from the fact that they are not indoor person, and it's so hard to go out. Now I was crazy. I cried sometimes. I was frustrated. Like I was worried because my finances were like, it's not stabilized since I relocated from Ghana to Spain. But I was, you know, something was coming in, and now like ceasefire, nothing. Here is how I survive. And this is what I do most times, almost all the time. This is the approach I use. I sit down and I take my pen and I write my book. What is the problem that I am in? What was the cause? Okay, what should I have done not to be in this situation? Now, was it my fault? I skip all of that. Then I come to the point, what can I do to change it? If there is something I can do to change it, I do it. If there is nothing I can do to change it, I learn from what I did to be in this situation. Now, if it wasn't my fault and I cannot do anything about it, it's absolutely ridiculous and stupid to be worried. I know it's easy to say, okay, and it's really difficult to add, but trust me, the moment you start to think about it and accept and realize that there is absolutely nothing you can do about the problem, it's not your fault, and even if it was your fault, now you are at a point where you can't do anything about it, the easier it becomes for you to handle, and you will face reality, okay, by accepting it. And then you begin to think about approaches and other options and what solution that or what else you could do to solve your problem. So this is what I did. I didn't cause COVID-19. The only way I can solve what is going on is to not to spread the disease. How can I not do that? By taking all the precaution in place, and also by not going out when it's not needed to spread it. So I was abiding by the rules and regulation of the city I was living in, and I didn't go out because, well, I'm not an outgoing person, first of all. So I wanted to go to the gym. There's no gym. Well, you can work out at home. And I was very grateful that it wasn't more than that. It was a situation that we can control if we abide by the rules and regulations. So I became appreciative and grateful that I am alive, because I know other young people died. They might not have done anything to put them into that situation, but well, they got into that situation. So I was grateful and accept that, well, this is it. And I thought, like, I've been living my life, I've had other struggles, but at no point I have faced this pandemic. What about our mothers and our grandparents whom went through war period, a lot of tragic, you know, and well, they survived it. Look what they built, they put in place for us to come and enjoy. If we have to do some sacrifice for the future, why not? So okay, I realized, okay, I shouldn't be worried because it's not my fault, and I found the solution, the best I can do. And then again, about my course, what's the problem? Okay, I knew that I didn't have basic knowledge, and I took an impulsive decision to start the course without a pre-course or preparation, which I am happy that I did it at the time I did, but also I paid a price for it for not preparing for that course. So yes, I learned my lesson. What's the way forward? Okay, I just have to understand that based on the decision I made, I need more time and I need to practice a lot to be able to understand. So I started contacting my teachers, asked for extra classes. I contacted my colleagues who already had experience or were exposed to the new information that we were learning years ago or months ago before the course. I contacted them to explain things to me. I was humble and was ready to approach anyone to teach me. So yeah, that's how I was able to tackle that. I also use Google and use other platforms that I could use to acquire more knowledge, and I did the best I could, and finally I completed the course successfully. And then again, I thought about me packing out. I had one of the teachers from the school, MFR, who encouraged me, like, don't be worried, you should contact Amazon. I was like, yeah, but Amazon is not delivering product. Like, no, they will deliver, but it will take a lot of time. So if you buy the product now, it's going to come in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, instead of just waiting and being worried. I'm like, yeah, she's making sense, right? Sometimes you know all of this, but it's great when you share it. You just need somebody to give you that slap or to trigger you to do what you already know, you know. So yeah, she helped, and once she said that, I was like, okay. So I ordered for the product, and guess what? They were supposed to come in 3 weeks, but they came after 1 week. So I solved that problem. And then I realized there was no way anyone was going to help me, and I didn't want anyone to come to my house to help me pack. So the only option I had was me. Now my course started from 9 to 6 p.m. and you never stop. Is web development. I mean, if you know or you have an idea or you are into this career, you already know what web developing is. It's really difficult and so much information. So I didn't have any time, but I realized, well, this is the situation at hand. I'm going to study as much as I can, but I'm going to dedicate 2 hours, and I'm going to dedicate some of my sleeping hours to do the packing. So I did that. I practiced some wrong habits by not sleeping like 48 hours. I didn't sleep, right? So I studied, went through the studying hours, and then I was just packing and packing and packing and packing because I had a lot of things. So yes, I was able to pack the 3-bedroom house alone, and that's how I solved that. Now when I'm sad and it's hard, I watch stand-up comedies from Ghana, from US, like just internationally. Anything in languages that I understand that could make me laugh. Yes, I laugh. Sometimes I took a break and watch a movie. I told myself I was not going to watch a movie, but like I did it so I can have a peace of mind, so I can refresh my brain. And all of this helped me, and also my partner was in constant contact with me. We're talking like 3 to 4 times to 5 times in a day. So even though he was away physically, he was with me, so I didn't feel that absence. I didn't feel alone. Also family members, like, do contact people, talk with them, talk with families, talk with friends. And this is it. You can't change it. So you either enjoy it, or you're going to allow the problem frustrate you and kill you. Because when you get frustrated, so many crazy ideas crop into your mind. So your main objective is to block your mind from any and every negativity getting to you. All right, you need to be strong to go through this period and overcome it. So this is how I was able to overcome it until the period where the lockdown was over and you could go out. Even though it wasn't a big deal, but it was great that I could go out and meet some other people, of course, under precaution. So yeah, overall, this is what I did. Have fun, and also like workout. You can work out at home. There's so many workout you can do. You can do your squatting, you can do your push-ups at home. You don't need equipment, you don't need weight, you don't need any of that. You can do your back kicks, side kicks, all of that at home. Working out does help solve the situation a lot. And speak to people, okay? Don't isolate yourself and shut everyone away. When you're going through that period, speak to someone, let it go. Because a problem talked about is half solved. Like, talk about it, just let it go. Cry if you need to cry, but don't break anything. Don't let yourself go. It's okay to be vulnerable, but don't cross the limit. All right? And I hope you'll be able to use my problem assessing skill that I apply, or the approach I use. Try it and see if it works for you, because for me it helps me to know where the problem is coming from and how I can solve it, and then the lesson I can learn from the situation. So yeah, that's it. COVID-19 is real. Like, because someone close to you isn't dead doesn't mean that people are not dying out of it. So take precaution. Just don't be selfish, okay? Be kind to yourself and be kind to the environment, and take it to yourself like Mother Nature is just healing. She just needs a break from us. So okay, understand that, respect that, and we will be fine very soon. We'll be fine and we'll be back to normal. There are a lot of great things coming out of this situation, so be positive about it. All right, have a beautiful day wherever you are, and I wish you a lot of love. Be bold, be beautiful, be fabulous, be whatever you want to be, as long as you're not hurting other people. But most of all, be motivated and inspired. Bye.
Stay motivated and inspired.